Hello and welcome to a full year's worth of the Movie Bros podcast. We are your hosts, as we always are. I'm Duncan. He's Hayden. Hello, hello.
Happy 1 year anniversary, everybody. We're going to bring out our time machine. We're going to go all the way back to April the 29th of 2024 last year. And we're going to do a quick retrospective of all the year's movies because we're now at episode 52. 52 weeks. We're at a whole year. So, Duncan, first one is The Prestige, clocking in at 38 minutes.
So keep in mind, this is the 52nd episode, but if you look at the release date, because again, it's middle of June now, that release date for that episode, which is The Prestige, is the end of April. So
Yes, literally the last day of April.
it's not exactly, a year ago today or whatever, but it is at least a year's worth of episodes. So,
We're roughly a month off, yes.
but we were also kind of figuring it out. Obviously, if you don't remember, obviously you can listen back, but you can clearly hear
Oh,
the
those are
differences.
some rough episodes.
You got to start somewhere, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm looking at even like the Spotify like descriptions, and even the descriptions have come a long way from just like, hey, we talk
Oh
about the
yeah.
Prestige, have fun.
Well, to be fair, we didn't have like a routine. Not that we have like a set in stone thing we do every episode, but we have more of a sense of, this is what each in description has to say. This is what we say in the intro.
Sure.
I mean, I remember recording like the first, probably up until like episode 5, recording it in our parents' front room using one mic, us crowding around on the couch. So yes, things are super different now. I mean, we didn't start doing like
Editing.
editing until episode 12.
Yeah, so looking back, like Prestige again, are we on it? So I think we've referenced at least the process of making those first couple of episodes. But let's talk about as just a quick little like, let's do like 5 seconds on each movie. That way, because again, if there's 52, that's going to add up over time. So
In in what way? Like, are we saying good, bad?
yeah, whatever you want to say. 5 seconds.
Okay.
So
All right.
Prestige,
Episode 1, The Prestige.
great, underrated.
I love it. Maybe Nolan's best.
Ready or Not, episode 2,
Fun and kind of forgettable.
fun. Much better on a first time watch than a rewatch.
Ooh, 100%, and also does not deserve a sequel, but is somewhere, but and is some,
Yes,
and is
yes.
for some reason getting one.
Episode 3, Phantom Menace / National Treasure. I don't remember. I mean, I think we got like the last like 2 minutes of our conversation about Phantom Menace actually was like saved,
Yeah.
and then most of it is
So
just National Treasure.
I guess I would say Phantom Menace. My opinions have evolved as I've grown, and I love it a lot more
Oh, I
now.
love it, dude.
It's still not perfect, but it is. I view
A
it
lot
as
of
much
fun.
better than I used to when I was like 12. National Treasure is great, stupid fun. And just turn
Yes,
your brain off and watch Nicolas Cage overact.
yes. Episode 4, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, I loved it because I love me some animation. I love me some Del Toro, but I know it wasn't completely sold upon you.
I think it was fine from what I remember. Granted, a year ago,
That's
Uh,
fine.
National
National
Treasure
Treasure
2,
2.
same. Honestly, just like another banger in the exact same way.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. We're back in the saddle for more ridiculous Nicolas Cage stuff and more knockoff Indiana Jones puzzles. I love it.
Episode 6.
Independence Day is actually interesting because we were planning on doing both of them for
Mm-hmm.
next month for July 4th. So I don't know if we actually want to do that now that I remembered we already talked about it.
Yeah, I didn't realize we talked about it too. So yeah, we might come back and figure something else out. But Jeff Goldblum, Will Smith, awesome. I mean, Jeff
Oh, it's a
Goldblum, that
classic.
era is fucking. He's killing it, dude.
He is.
Uh,
I love it. It's a cult classic. No notes.
Twister. Why is Bill? Is it Bill Pullman? No, it's Bill Paxton.
Paxton.
I don't know. I've never liked him as an actor. But the Laura Dern in that movie, she's great.
So
And like
I think
the
Bill Paxton
effects
is
and
fine. I
everything.
think. Oh, I mean, they were revolutionary for its day. I mean, it's both for Twister and Jurassic Park. It was a huge time for CGI. So it's fun. I prefer Twisters if I had to choose.
Deadpool and Wolverine, a fun first time watch, but like when you actually like watch through it for like analyzing,
It's
Eh,
It's a great theater watch. I wouldn't say
yes,
it's something I would go out and buy. Like
correct, correct.
it's something to close out Deadpool, as a three character, or as a
Three
three
movie
movie
character,
character.
sure,
It's
and
not like a
leading
great
to yeah.
film though.
No, I wouldn't say so either. We're
And
all
then at the
going to the
bottom of the
World's
bucket,
Fair.
just the worst thing we've watched. Genuinely
Yeah,
awful.
it's not great. I would not. What a like both snooze
It,
fest and like not
Nothing happens.
nothing really fucking happens. Yeah.
And I think what's most impressive is that we managed to talk about nothing happening for 36 minutes.
Well, I'm sure there's other things that we talk about during that, but like because each episode is really like 50-50 split between talking about the actual
That's
movie and
true.
talking about other shit. But the original X-Men,
It's a
so
lot of
much
fun.
so
It's
much
super
leather.
dated,
It is
but
very dated.
it's a part of my childhood in a really big way, so I
Sure.
can't hate it too much.
The true history of the Kelly, not at all what I was expecting it to be.
I when you sell the movie with Russell Crowe on the cover and he's there for 5 minutes, it's hard not to feel let down. But it was an interesting movie
It
regardless.
was definitely like there. I think it was one of those movies that like if we were not doing something like this, I don't know if I would have ever watched this. So I'm kind of
It
glad that
feels
at least
like
it forced me to watch something like this.
it feels like if I still had cable, I would find it on IFC as a channel.
Yeah, maybe. Logan Lucky is great.
It was my first time watching it,
Oh, I remember that.
and
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
absolutely loved it. It's fantastic.
Adam
I
Driver,
mean,
and
Steven Soderbergh knocks it out of the park all the time. It's not a huge shock.
sure, but it's such a like it's a casting that you would not think works well. Like Adam Driver and Channing Tatum and Daniel Craig, like that is such a
All
weird
playing
combination.
rednecks. Daniel Craig, yeah,
Yeah, it's great.
and this would have been before Knives Out, where he fully embraces
Mm-hmm.
the Southern accent. So this was
Mm-hmm.
a huge deal at the time. And as we mentioned before, this is the first episode where we start doing some. We start putting in bumper music. We start editing the audio a little bit, so the quality ticks up a little bit from here on out. At least we hope so.
Anatomy of a Fall. I know you liked it a lot more than I did.
Yep.
I get it, but it didn't hit me as hard as I think it hit you and a lot of other people because I think it either won or was nominated for foreign film.
Oh,
If I remember right.
it was nominated for Best Picture.
No, well, that's fucking ridiculous, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I loved it a lot. I was actually thinking about it a couple days ago. Okay, I could go back and watch it again, but I know it didn't big as big of an impression upon you. That's okay. Episode 14, we're talking about Rango, which is
It's
freaking
fun.
great.
I don't know. It's not.
I
It was a
I
lot.
own
So
it.
I know
I
you
love it
do.
a lot.
I know you do. In 17, I had never seen, but you had.
That's
Uh,
true.
I'm glad I mean, that had been on my watch list probably since it was first, in theaters, and I just never got around to it. So I'm really glad I finally saw it. It was very good. Uh,
Yeah.
but
I,
it's one of
I
those movies. I
remember
don't think it has a ton of rewatchability.
no, and I think that's what I noticed on that rewatch is that I ended up not enjoying it as much because there's not really any character to the main character. You're just experiencing his in real time journey, which is not as great on a rewatch, I think.
And then Treasure Planet. I mean, what a movie!
It's great.
It is very great. The combination. I mean, it's from the era of like the backgrounds that are still uh,
It was mixed in
painted.
3D and 2D.
All that kind of stuff is so cool. I mean, I think
It's so fun.
it's very underrated. A lot of people don't think of it as like a premier Disney
No, it's kind of
movie.
the same way that people throw. Because people lump it in
Atlantis.
with Atlantis and what's the other one? Emperor's New Groove. But we're going to talk about that in a couple seconds, I'm
Hmm.
sure.
Three Billboards. Oof.
Probably the one of the better dramas we've watched in the entire year, but that is a rough movie to get through.
If I remember right, did it either. I know it was nominated. Did it win Best Picture?
It was nominated. I know that Frances McDormand came away with Best Actress, though, which, having now seen it, absolutely makes sense.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. Sam Rockwell was really good in that.
He got nominated for Best Supporting, or I
Good.
think he actually won. And then on the completely other side of quality, we have The Meg.
Which was such a hot pile of shit. Oh my god.
Ugh, I remember I saw that in theaters, and it's still just hot ass. It's so bad.
And it's made by the same guy who did National Treasure. I'm like, dude, no,
That's
those weren't
yeah.
amazing movies, but like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Like even comparatively, that is such a huge drop in quality.
Yes, for sure.
And
And then
on
a
the uptick of
huge.
quality, we have Iron Claw.
I'm so glad you find like I had seen it before and I really loved it.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
really
it's
good,
great, but
right?
that is such a emotionally draining movie.
But like,
Oh
no,
my
like even like
god.
the cinematography in that is so beautiful. Like,
Oh,
oh my
it's
goodness.
beautiful. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Looking okay, not to jump ahead, but like looking at all the we slingshot back and forth between shit movie to like a really good movie to shit movie to really good. Like,
Well, I was kind of thinking this afternoon, we haven't like sat down and watched a truly shit movie in a long time. So maybe we should find one because, maybe not intentionally, but we've been looking at a lot of like
good shit.
really decent stuff recently. So maybe we need to watch some garbage.
And
Speaking
with
of, Madam Web, episode 20.
uh, I mean, what can I say for this movie? Like,
Like, historically awful in ways that aren't even that entertaining.
but on, I if you haven't listened to that episode or watched that movie, I would highly recommend doing both because I
I
think
think
it's a
it's
good
actually one
one
of our
for.
better episodes
That's what
because
I'm
I think
saying.
we
I was
have a
like, I think
good
it's
back
one
and
of
forth
our good
about how shit
episodes.
it is.
And then
And then our first special feature.
which was Halloween, which was Scooby Doo and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And
I love both those movies. It was fun to go back and revisit Scooby Doo because I probably hadn't seen it in 25 years, but had a great time.
I'm glad that we had a movie that we had such a split decision on, like Comet.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think there
I
was
don't know if
a
we've had a movie like that split since, but that was I think I came away saying, "Oh, I think this is a 1," and you said it was a 5, and we had a really
mm-hmm.
heated episode.
Yep. Which, hey, if you're curious, you can listen to that one. And obviously, since I am the one who said it was a 5, would really recommend you seeing it. Uh, and then
I
again,
actually would say you should see it as well, just because I want to be right. I want people to agree with me.
okay. And then on the other side of that, no, I didn't. I don't think I hated it as much as you hated Comet, but Evil Dead
Episode
Rise,
22, Evil Dead Rise.
meh.
Um,
Like
you
just
weren't as jazzed on it.
it was
I
not the
loved it so
worst thing in
much. I
the
went out
world,
and
but I
bought a
thought,
physical copy.
yeah, I thought it was not great at all.
But I asterisk that with I am a really big Evil Dead franchise fan, so
Sure.
it's entirely up my street. Birds of
Birds of
Prey, I
Prey.
thought it was decent.
I think that's what we both felt about it. We were like, it could have been better. It could have been worse. I like Ewan McGregor as a bad guy. Uh,
Oh, I think that's what we came away from this as well. Is that Ian McGregor is a great bad guy, but we don't get all that much of him in this, or we could have gotten more.
yes. Tales from Earthsea was what such a
Oh,
fucking
that's also
letdown.
one of the worst things we've watched.
So bad. Which is such
And
like a bummer. Like that was one of the
because
movies
it
like
was
it
like the
was
one like Ghibli movie I hadn't seen, and all the other ones are fantastic. So I'm like, oh, I'll recommend this to Duncan so he can watch a Ghibli movie. I am so sorry. Like it's such shit.
that was one of the ones where like it really was tough to even finish watching it.
It's so boring. It's so boring.
So that's on HBO Max, folks. If you ever want to, waste a bunch of time. From there, we had another special feature for Thanksgiving, but this is where the uploads did not work. So it was supposed to be Knives Out and Fantastic Mr. Fox, and we did record for both of those. But the episode really is just Knives Out, if I remember right, which is a bummer.
But both those are perfect movies. I love both of them.
Yes, they're both fantastic.
We could probably go back and do separate episodes on both of them, and it would just be us gushing over both of them the entire time. They're fantastic. No pun intended.
For episode 25, A Real Pain, it was nice to actually go to a theater. I think that was the first one that we actually went to a theater for, if I remember right. Like a new
That's very
movie.
true. Well, I mean, I guess we could count
Phantom Menace.
episode. Yeah, I was gonna say we could count Phantom Menace, but it's not really.
It's not a new movie.
So
This was like a new thing. And I like
that's
that
true.
we went to not a Regal or an AMC to see it.
Yep, we went out to the Grand in Tacoma near me. I liked A Real Pain. It wasn't as funny as I thought the trailers led it on to be, but it was a
Sure.
pretty good, like, brother drama, I guess.
Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed.
Very sad at sometimes, but very good. Kieran Culkin 1,000% deserves his Oscar for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Jesus, uh, Bone
Man,
Tomahawk
we're
was
doing the.
a letdown. I
Sorry,
would
go right
say
ahead.
that.
Oh yeah, Bone Tomahawk. Based on the description, like should have been amazing. Like
And
it's
I
Kurt Russell, it's Sam Rock, not Sam Rockwell.
Sam no, Wilson. No, what's his name?
It's Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson.
It's all these other people. It's got the guy from Lost. It's got good,
Oh
believable
yep,
costumes, and
yep.
it just didn't connect once.
And the whole like basically having no music or sound of any kind was also pretty
God, that's a
fucking
weird
weird.
choice. See how they run? I liked it more than I thought that I would, but I didn't love it. In a weird way, I
Same.
thought Sam Rockwell wasn't very good, which is a shame because he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, it felt a little. The whole movie felt a little like underwhelming. Like I feel like it was
Yeah,
if they gave that movie like a shot of adrenaline somehow, not to like say there needs to be a bunch of action or anything, but just they needed like more of something. Because I liked all the characters. I mean, all
it didn't feel like
the
it was high
costuming.
production enough.
Yeah, it did. It was. It didn't. It felt both indie and not indie at the same time.
Yes.
Ad
Then
Astra.
on the other side of that scale,
God, I
Ad
love that
Astra.
movie.
It's so good. I mean, it really is the question of is Interstellar better or is Ad Astra better? Because they're both some of, if not the best science fiction movies ever.
Remind me, had you seen it before we did this?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I
yeah,
couldn't remember, but yes, the
yeah. I
music,
love it. It's amazing.
the cinema, it's so good. It's so fucking good. Oh man,
The color theory is
is
incredible.
mm-hmm. We did
Then
our
we did a
year in the
year in review,
review.
which we're kind of doing now,
That's fine.
sort
Uh,
of.
Stalker was such a
Stalker.
letdown for me. I don't know about you, but I thought it was kind of a
Oh, I
letdown
mean,
because so many people talk about that.
I had heard of that one director's whose name I can't remember being lauded around forever. I'm like, oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I probably could have napped in this movie and missed
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Yep.
I don't get the hype. On the other hand, things that deserve hype are going episode 30, Master and Commander, Far Side of the World. It's another
Such a
back
good
to
movie.
perfect movie. So good.
Russell
Just the
Crowe in
music,
his
the
prime.
acting, Russell Crowe in his prime, Paul Bettany also
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
carrying the movie. Just excellent stuff.
I mean, we looking at this, we just had a couple bangers then, because then like 31 Tron Legacy, very fun, very
I mean,
aesthetic, very music.
love it, love it, love it. Oh, the music is amazing. Emperor's New Groove. I know you weren't completely sold on, but it is a perhaps nostalgia reason for me. But I love it a lot. I remember watching that when I
There
was
were
younger, and
parts
it
that were
meaned a
lots
lot to
of
me.
there were parts that were lots of fun.
Oh, that's fine.
I get it. I don't think it's my favorite, but I do get it.
Yeah,
Um,
Excalibur. I think was dated, but still very good. I would love to
eh,
see that story tackled now.
yeah, I would appreciate it being tackled now in like a limited series. I think I can't remember if we said that or not, but it felt like they were
Yes,
trying to do a lot,
like
and it,
throw it onto HBO,
yeah.
give each, give it like 10-hour-long episodes or
Mm-hmm.
something, like fully
Mm-hmm.
flesh out the Arthurian legend in today's technology and
Yeah, I think that'd be
cinematography and
great.
stuff. I think it'd be incredible.
Oblivion, also wonder again. I feel like we're not.
Love it.
There were times where we were jumping back and forth between shit movies, but I'm looking like, man, we watched a lot of really good movies in a row. But
See, that's what I'm saying. I think we haven't truly watched some garbage in a while.
well, okay, we'll talk about this afterwards. But
But
um,
yes, Oblivion's fantastic. It's the same people from Tron Legacy and the upcoming F1,
and Top
as
Gun
well as
Maverick,
Top
yeah,
Gun Maverick. Like, the cinematography is great. Tom Cruise is as likable as always. The music is a ton of fun. Cannot recommend it enough.
Valentine's Day, which was Pride and Prejudice, which I had never seen,
And When Harry Met Sally,
and When
which I
Harry
had
Met
never
Sally,
seen.
you hadn't seen. Thoughts?
Which I think that's a good way to do that. We need to both pick movies that the other hasn't watched. So because I know that, or at least I think you came away with having an appreciation for Pride and Prejudice, and I certainly came away with having an appreciation for Harry Met Sally. So I think it was good.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely get Pride and Prejudice. Like I'm a fan, dude. I'm a fucking fan.
Yeah, I mean, and I enjoyed Harry Met Sally. I think more than I thought that I would.
But speaking of Oppenheimer, yeah. So
I mean,
it is a
that's a great
lot of a
movie.
movie. It's a great movie. It is a lot of a movie, and I'm glad I saw. I don't know if I need to rewatch that anytime soon, but it's
No, because that is such a just a cut and dry really talk heavy drama. Like I need to be in the right mood to
Mm-hmm.
sit down and watch that. In the same way that coming up on our calendar, we're gearing up to watch um The Brutalist, and I feel like I'm gonna have the same
Yeah.
kind of thing of like I need to really not like psych myself up for that much talking, but like I need to be in the right headspace for that kind of a movie.
But if I also remember right, that was one of our longest episodes. It was super
Oh
long.
yeah. Well,
Um,
it's weird. So Oppenheimer is an episode that it's clocking in at an hour and three, which is not short. But then the very next episode is an hour and 12, and it's Dungeons and Dragons Among Thieves.
which lots of fun, great cast. Was a kind of a surprise, I feel like, to a lot of people. But
Yeah, I mean, because the marketing department didn't help them at all.
yes, it's
But I would also recommend that if you'd enjoy things like Guardians of the Galaxy, this is just Guardians, but like medieval flavor. It's
yes,
it's a lot of
100%.
fun,
It's just fantasy Guardians of the Galaxy.
very
Um,
much so.
Titan AE, I had not seen in so many years. Uh,
I probably haven't seen it in, let's see, well, I graduated high school 2011, so I probably haven't watched this since 2010. So it's been 15 years.
Fun, not
It's
amazing,
fun.
but it's fun. Uh,
It kind
Brave,
of makes me think of, okay, can you release this now in live action? I think it'd probably be a lot more fun.
potentially, yeah. Uh, Captain America: Brave New World, very
Went in with
mid.
low expectations and was still disappointed.
Not the worst thing. Like Ant Man
Could have been
Quantumania is pretty
worse.
fucking shitty, but like, man, does this it feel not
It
enough.
drug. It didn't have that much
The
action. The
plot really
plot
didn't make
was
fucking sense.
well. It wasn't that it didn't make sense. It's just like when you compare it to the other Captain America movies, like the plot should have been so much better. The action scenes should have been so much better. It just I don't know. So much of it just felt like it fell short.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then our actual longest episode is this one, episode 39, where we talk about three movies because in March of this year, apparently, we were insane.
Yeah, but I mean, they're such good movies.
I mean, genuinely, all of them are either 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 for me. They're fantastic.
So Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Yep. And then from there we go to The Lighthouse, which is
We
a
did some weird
whole
stuff with the Lighthouse.
it's a whole vibe, that movie. My goodness. I can't
I
you would
mean, it's great,
yeah.
but it is certainly an acquired taste. If you've never seen like atmospheric weird horror before, you're really jumping in feet first to the deep end with this. It is very weird if you're not initiated.
And seeing that, which is Robert Pattinson, and then seeing him the following week in Mickey
I didn't even
17.
notice that.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he's no longer the Twilight guy. He's done all
That's
kinds of
true.
stuff. I mean, the Batman, Mickey 17, Lighthouse, like the King. He's done all kinds of, which I'm very much glad. Mickey
Devil all the
17,
time.
Devil all the time. I think we both share this, but like they tried to do basically two different, completely different storylines in Mickey 17, like the first half and the
Oh yeah,
second.
I like probably like 60% of it. It's
Yep,
it's
agreed.
super disjointed.
Very disjointed. From there, where we at? Let's
Craven the
see.
Hunter, episode 42. Enjoyable crap is I think is what I would come away with. This is not good by any stretch of the means, but like it becomes fun in spite of itself, I think.
If you come for all like the ridiculous rhino stuff, yes, 100%. Like,
God,
yes.
every time I'm reminded, just like some that had to go through so many different rounds of
Mm-hmm.
people signing off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Just boggles the mind.
Yeah, and then Tropic Thunder, which is where everything works correctly for a comedy. Like it's so good, and they would never make this
Again, it's
now.
another one of those perfect movies that I you genuinely couldn't make today, but is so good.
Uh, Easter special feature: Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Wallace and the Curse of the Rare Rabbit. Lots of fun. Very so. I feel like Wallace and Gromit is like, oh, if you're looking for something wholesome, that's the vibe.
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is like uh, is genuinely a murder mystery, and is probably not as wholesome considering how much of Jessica Rabbit is she's hot.
Yes, that's her. That's her vibe. That's her
That's like her
character.
whole thing. I think what I would say for that episode is that both of those are technically impressive for different reasons.
True. Yeah, I very much agree with that. From there,
And we're back with another split decision.
Civil War, and I had seen this before. Hayden had not.
I came away not really enjoying it. I thought it was disappointing, but we had another about an hour and 20 back and forth about it. I think it's a good episode of us just going back and forth with opinions. I think it's one of our better discussion episodes.
I will say I think I enjoyed it a lot the first time, and I still enjoyed it the second time when we watched it for the episode, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much.
Something about talking about not enjoying as much. Our next episode is episode 45. We're talking about Dead Reckoning, where I think we both came to the conclusion that it's so close to being great, but it's just good.
Well, yeah, because this is such a semi-recent conversation that we had, folks. If you're new, obviously listen back to those
That's very
episodes.
true.
But a lot of, I think, for both of us, this came down to editing about when they should have stopped the movie.
Oh, it's way too overstuffed. Yeah.
And then we did a whole Star Wars thing for Star Wars Day, which was lots of fun.
I mean, I always love talking Star Wars.
Who doesn't
it's
love
just
Star
fun.
Wars?
Yeah, I mean, it is like universally acknowledged. Everyone loves Star Wars, at least one of them.
And I'm glad that I rewatched and you watched the pretty indie, like not really known by anyone, The Vast of Night.
Yeah, it really struck a chord with me. I absolutely loved it. I know Duncan enjoyed it, but I think I came away enjoying it a lot more. But yeah, loved it a lot. It's on Amazon. I would recommend it personally.
The Leave Extraordinary Gentleman for episode 47 is such a fun movie. It's
so fun.
It's I had forgotten how much fun it was, to be honest. But like,
and I know it has like this reputation of being, oh, this is a terrible movie. This is the movie that
it's great.
Forced Sean Connery to quit acting. It's like, what are you talking about? This movie is so fun.
So yeah, so if you're looking for a fun superhero movie before superhero movies were a thing, I would definitely check that out. From there, Chef. If you want food, check that out. If you want
to be hungry while you watch the movie, this is the one for you. It's a great, in a lot of ways, it's another great father-son bonding movie.
I would say in a lot of ways, it's a comfort watch because it's about food, it's comfortable, but also like you more or less kind of know what's going to happen by the end.
Oh yeah.
So it's an easy watch, I would say.
So moving on to the next one, we got episode 49, Jurassic Park. What's to say about Jurassic Park that hasn't already been said? Well, you can go back to 2 weeks ago and listen to the episode. But we
dinosaurs
both
are cool.
Dinosaurs are cool. Jeff Goldblum's cool. Sam Neill is cool.
Laura Dern.
Yeah. This movie's a classic for a reason. If you haven't seen it, if you've lived under a rock, you owe it to yourself to do it. Everyone should just see it once.
Companion, I think we weren't inherently split on this, but like I think you enjoyed it more. I don't think it was amazing.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was great. I think you thought it was a little disappointing.
I think the marketing was not great for it, or at least misleading.
And then last week we released episode 51, Final Reckoning, Mission Impossible, and we were both like, "Yep, this was kind of crap."
Okay, I would not say it was kind of crap.
Okay, maybe not crap, but it was both underwhelming for us.
Underwhelming, or just too stuffed, too much going on. Split it into 3 movies instead of 2.
And I'm not going to rant about this because we already talked about it in the episode. If you would like to hear me complain about this movie, go listen to that episode. Because trust me, I think I literally get on a bit of a soapbox for most of that episode, and I kind of apologize for that.
That's fine. And that is our year, or our 52 episode, or our whatever you want to call this
year and 2 months
celebration.